Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video, I want to look at my team, seeing how well they performed in Game Week 11, then move ahead to Game Week 12, which is a blank game week. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot. Hopefully, this video will get around 100 likes as it helps my channel out. So, as you can see, for Game Week 11, I've got 40 points. Below the average of 46, and I made one free transfer. So from 100k, I dropped around to 179,000. So it's a little bit of a disappointment there, a red arrow, a little bit of a drop in the overall ranks, but it's not a massive, it's not a disaster. So I'm really happy with that. I think I kind of got away with it this game week. So I haven't been around on Twitter that much because I've been on a little bit of a break, but I will be for Game Week 12 and 13 and so on. But yeah, I had, I had a free transfer. I had Reece James. I heard that he was injured. He's injured for a long term. So I thought, you know what, let me remove him, downgrade him to someone like a player that is 4.5, something like that, to use that money else, to use the remaining money elsewhere. So I could kind of prepare for Game Week 12. Now, I could have went for Matt Doherty, I could have went for Perisic, I could have went for one of the Crystal Palace defence. So there was quite a lot of option. And some of the things that kind of put me off is, I wanted someone for the long term that is going to help me for the bench as well. And it plays up to 90 minutes. And I went for Lewis Dunk. Welcome back. So yeah, Lewis Dunk, 4.6. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what came over me, and I just did. I looked at the fixtures and I was thinking, there's probably a couple of clean sheets here for Brighton. A couple of good home fixtures, especially against Nottingham Forest. And in this game week, a lot of people are looking to bring in some Brighton players. So I thought, I'll go and get one right now. It didn't pay off against Brentford. So anyways, let's go through the team. So Nick Pope got me a clean sheet. Fantastic. It's been a while. It's been a while. So really happy with that. Trippier continuing to return, even though, if it doesn't, get an assist or goal, he gets himself a clean sheet, which is fantastic. One of probably the best players to own right now. Very good fixture still. There's a good chance that they're going to do well in the next game. Cancelo disappointing, 2 points there, but look at this, we can't really say too much about him, to be honest with you. I mean, he is a lot of money. We could use his money elsewhere, but when the fixtures are looking so good, we are looking to maybe even triple up on that Manchester City team because of these amazing amount of fixtures. Now, if we look at up to Game Week 16, they've got 3 home fixtures. I'm pretty certain there's going to be a lot of rotation, but if they do really well in the Champions League, they might not need to do that. Very good home fixtures. I can see them doing well. I really want Foden in my team, but I think I need to go and invest in more Arsenal players, so I have a little bit of a balance. Yeah, done. We've only one. Let's move on. Zaha. Yeah, since bringing him in, 2 games, only 1 assist. I don't think that's enough for his price tag, but the fixtures are still good. I'm going to give him a couple of games and see what happens. And, if he doesn't do well, he is a fantastic swap for him to Saka, bring Saka back. One massive mistake that I did was I removed Zaha and I brought in Saka. Sorry, I removed Saka and I brought in Zaha, and that did not pay off to prepare for this blank game week. And I wish I never did that, because Saka obviously scored 3 goals in that run. Which was, yeah, I would have been top 100k. I would have been probably around top 50. So yeah, it happens, right? We'll move on. Madison is suspended for this game week, which is a shame. Very good fixture. This is why we got him in. He done well. Since I brought him in around game week 8. I did bench him here though, but I got his 18 points there and 2 blanks. Back to back there, and now yeah, he's not going to be playing, so a lot of people are thinking to remove him. I'm thinking to remove him, and I think I'm going to do this after this video. I'm going to keep Bowen. I think Bowen's fixture after the Liverpool game, is against Bournemouth at home. And then look at this, Crystal Palace and Leicester City, back-to-back home games in game 15 and 16. So I'm hoping that he returns something in these three because I do want to keep him as my differential. He is 5.6, so he's still a big differential. But if there is some injury, if there's a problem, straight away swap him to Foden or Saka is the play to go. I'm going to keep Martinelli because he's so cheap. I got him around, what, 6 million? Yeah, he was around 6 million. Yeah, 6.7 now. I'm going to keep him, not going to remove him. Wilson has been a little bit disappointing since I brought him in around game week 10. Got me 1 assist in those last 2. But the fixtures, for game week 12, a lot of people are thinking about bringing him in game week 12 as well. So, yeah, I'm hoping they can return. And he is one of my other differentials of 2.7% there. Got Haaland, I'm going to keep, and I got to get rid of Harry Kane. Although Harry Kane has been fantastic for me. Bought me a lot of goals, a lot of points, but with his money, I can also bring in a striker in his place that could still do well as him and get a, if I remove Maddison and bring in like Salah and captain him, I think that is a good play. So, yeah, that was my team. Andres, as you can see, 5 points. Koufal actually played up to 90 minutes and William did that as well. If I knew that, then I would have, banked the transfer, but I wasn't sure. So that was my team. Game week 11, disappointing. Hopefully I get a green arrow in game week 12. So the blank game week, as you can see, Manchester City and Arsenal, their fixture is postponed. So as you can see, I'm benching 3 of them here. I looked at, removing Cancelo, but looking at his fixtures, I really want him for these runs, so I got to keep him. So let's go through the team. I got Nick Pope and Trippier against Everton. Now, do I think Everton's going to score against Newcastle? It's unlikely, I think this is going to be a very good fixture for Newcastle. They've been on a fantastic run, and I think there is a clean sheet and couple of goals, to be honest. And I can even see Wilson doing well as my big differential of 2.7. And I'm hoping that he returns big because him returning big is going to definitely help my rank. I got Koufal and Bowen against Liverpool. Not the best fixture, to be honest with you. Right now, Liverpool is kind of on a roll right now. They're playing better. Salah's performing better as well, which is good for them. So it's going to be tough. And I don't even know if he's going to actually play. So it's going to be, I'm just going to have to pray that he actually starts. And that will help me out with a little bit of a points there. Same goes with Williams as well. Got to hope that he plays. I think a lot of people has these kind of issues in their team. Dunk though, good fixture against Nottingham Forest. I'm expecting him to keep a clean sheet. I'm also looking at Trossard as well as an option because I think a lot of people might captain him. So he is a good option. I think a lot of FPL managers out there is going to try and get a lot of Brighton players against Nottingham Forest. But if we look ahead, the fixtures, they got Manchester City, they got Chelsea, Wolves. These ain't the best fixtures in the world. So I don't know if I want to invest in any of more Brighton players right now because of the fixture run. I'm kind of looking ahead as well, so we'll see. Zaha, look, hopefully he will return against Wolves. I think Wolves is going to be a good fixture for him to actually do well in. A lot of people has kind of got him right now. He's 22.2% owned, so he's highly owned. Very good fixture still. He can return still. He's on penalties as well. You never know. And we're just going to hope for the best. And for now, I've got to keep him, right? I've got to keep him for this blank game week. Maddison is out, so I've got to get rid. So if I remove him, if I bring in Trossard, then I've got, 11 players for the blank game week, which is actually not too bad. But I'm looking for a captain option, right? I think what I'm going to do is remove Maddison, bring in Salah, and to fund Salah, I have to remove. Well, I don't have to remove Harry Kane, but Harry Kane's money is going to help me out in the long term. So, got to go through the transfers in a second. Yeah, like I said, Bowen there, very tough fixture there, but we'll see what happens. He's on penalties as well. Andreas, yeah, good home fixture against Aston Villa. 24.7% owned player. That is chipping away. He's bringing some points for that price tag. Happy days. Wilson, big differential. Hopefully he will do well. And Harry Kane, he's still a big differential of mine. And I think he can do well against Manchester United. But we'll see. Manchester United right now it is a away fixture for him. So we will see. The fixtures for Tottenham is good. And, he's Harry Kane. He's a player that can get the returns. But I was thinking to myself, if I'm not going to captain him and I want to captain Salah, if Salah scores a goal, he's going to get more points than Kane if Kane scores a goal. So that's the kind of the concept I'm going with. So that's my team. It's actually not too bad. And looking ahead as well, it's not bad at all. It's looking really good, actually. So I'll go through some of my transfers right now. So by removing Maddison, and as you can see, I've got 1.5 million in the bank. I'll have 9.6. So what I was thinking to do is bring Salah back into the team. It's more cheaper now. It's 12.7. Captain him. But then as you can see, I need 3.1. I could remove Cancelo, as you can see, 4 million defender, but there isn't much out there. I could remove Bowen, but if I look at Bowen's fixtures, I'm liking these fixtures here. I'm liking these fixtures here. Just going to hope that he returns in these ones. And he's still a big differential. So yeah, like it's got to be Harry Kane for me. And as you can see, 8.3. So I've still got a lot of money to spend elsewhere. Now, as for my strikers, there's 2 strikers that I can go for. I mean, I could go for Firmino, to be honest with you. He's on a roll, and he could do well. I could try my luck on him, to be honest with you. I could go all out. I could actually do that. Let me just have a quick look at that. But I don't know if it's going to start all of the games. That's the problem. So that is an issue in itself. Solanke is a player that I could go for as well. He's been returning, as you can see, in the last 2. He scored a goal and 3 assists. The fixtures against Southampton, I think this is a good fixture. Southampton, like when they played against West Ham had lots of shots against them. Then it's a bit difficult there. So I guess I'm looking for just for this game week at least. So I'm not too certain if I want him for long term. So I'm thinking to bring Mitrovic back into the team now that he's back and ready. Because I think this fixture is good. This fixture is good. This fixture is good. That one is difficult, obviously, but there's penalties, right? And you never know what can happen at home. So I'm thinking to bring in Mitrovic back. Tony is a player that I kind of looked at, but I don't know. He's explosive. He's explosive, but I'm not sure right now. I think I need to kind of like bring in highly owned players like Mitrovic for now. So as you can see, I'll have 1.6. So something like this, it'll be my first -4 point hit. So I'm happy to do that as well, because I think a lot of people is going to be taking a lot of hits in this game week, and I think that's fine. So I'll bring in an additional player basically, and I'll have 11 players, and I'm just going to hope that Coulthard and Williams or everyone actually starts and plays. So that is what I'm thinking to do. With that 1.6, if Zaha doesn't do well, if I feel like I've got to get rid of him, I am going to remove Zaha and bring in maybe Foden. Could be a great option. Foden, as you can see, is 8.3. Very, very good fixtures for him. Still 19.1% owned, so I could do something like this and go for it. Or what I like more is actually bringing Saka back into the team. That is a little bit more cheaper, and I got 1 million in the bank. 1.1. I could go all out and remove Wilson if I feel like, you know what, he's not doing well, and go for Jesus. Because if you look at the fixtures, right, this game against Southampton I think is a very good fixture. This game is like a captain option here, and I think all of their players could do returns. Here's going to be difficult. So this is where I'm thinking like maybe, yeah, this is where it's going to be quite difficult to see what happens. But I think I might be going for too much there. Maybe I shouldn't do that and bring Wilson back. But I got 1.1, right? And with that money, I guess I can start thinking of upgrading some of my defenders. So maybe Lewis Dunk. Maybe I could go for Saliba. Something like this. Then I have like the 3 Arsenal players. So something like this, guys. Let me know in the comments below. But I got, yeah, those are the players and those are the things that I'm looking at. And I think I'm gonna make the move tonight or later on and bring Salah into the team. Just need to look at a little bit more press conference and so on. But that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully it's a green arrow, and I think it might be looking at all the players that I have. I think if I look at the fixtures, maybe Trossard, but he's not highly owned, so he's not going to be damaging my rank that much. Yeah, I guess a Crystal Palace defense could be a problem for me. Even Solanke, he's very low owned, so I'm not too fussed. Chelsea's defense, Mason Mount is getting a lot of traction. Obviously, Tony is going to hurt if he returns. Not many players, if I bring in Salah, not many Liverpool players are going to hurt my rank that much. And I've got a lot of good options here. Only Harry Kane, I guess so, and some of the Spurs defense. If I bring in Mitrovic, I'm kind of happy with the way it's going right now. I'm kind of like trying to block for my, like, I'm trying to block the rank, kind of like hold the rank as where it is as much as I can and just kind of squeeze in there into the top 100k. Anyways, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this video has helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video, as it helps my channel out a lot. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.